how can I help my friends who have pre-diabetes when they visit me or come for dinner? Should I avoid all sugar? And I think the broader question is, again, the role of family and where the technology could kind of help as a caregiver, as a support, because a lot of times when it's a lifestyle change, it's always helpful when the whole family or the friends, do it together.
I think, of course, eating together and getting together and being able to enjoy food is a big part of life. So if one can actually cook meals that are healthy, there are several websites. One of them is, which I commonly allude to, is Forks Over Knives. And I think it gives a lot of recipes to people who are, in search of something that they can even have a dessert. And I mean, the whole meal basically can be cooked from that. And it's a very nutritious meal. It's a whole food plant-based diet, which so you don't really need to worry too much about the sugar content and things like that. I think that's one way to go. But other than that, you probably would have to cook. Basically cooking healthy food.
Yeah, so the idea is that it's not like no sugar; it's just more healthy food.
Right. I mean, you can make everything. Just make it healthy.
Gotcha. Amit, you have any perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I think as Dr. Bindra said, I think food is a cultural thing. I mean, especially, if you're South Asian, it's like a very cultural thing. And I'm Gujarati, so it's like especially cultural. Like we only do things with sugar and food. So it's like, it's
yeah,
like,
that's the stuff.
Yeah. But I guess I would say that I think the role of the family is to be supportive, and to understand the disease and understand the care plan that the patient is on. What we find with many of our patients, of which we've got thousands of kind of South Asian patients too, where there is a strong component of feeling like you, to Dr. Bindra's point, like if you have to give something up to get something, and so you do have to make changes to your life. And I think as family and friends, you can be supportive of those changes, or you could be judgmental of those changes. And I think that oftentimes what's different is looked at as with some judgment. And I would just encourage people to like support others on their journey, especially if it's a journey of metabolic health. Like there are a lot of things that you could do that are different that could work really well. And so I would encourage people to be as supportive as possible as people are trying to find their way on that. So
perfect. Thanks, Amit.